Stevenites, let's talk about professionalism. And also that this is the first vlog where the title has come before the date. The reason I'm concerned with professionalism is I'm nearly out of school. I'm just about ready to graduate. I've only got a few weeks left, and I'll be out of here for good. And I'll be in the real world. And I have to be a professional, because I need to get hired. It's not just because I'm getting ready to graduate, it's because I have some assignments that, well, require me to be thinking in that direction, particularly to create a resume, which is what I spent this evening doing. I actually had a resume from several years ago, and I looked at it earlier, and I laughed my butt off, because it was so god-awful. Besides redoing my resume, I'm also redoing my website. If you guys weren't aware, there is a website called StephenGeorge.com. It is my personal website, my professional website, and if you haven't seen it before, well, you missed your chance. I had an old site design that had been up for probably 2 or 3 years, but I just took it down, so I'm sorry. There's a few reasons I took the site down, but one of the reasons was I was just not happy with the logo that was on there. Whenever I was in sophomore year, one of our assignments was to create a logo to represent ourselves, and I created a logo that seems, well, maybe just a little bit phallic. In retrospect, little phallic. One of the things I wanted to do was rebrand myself, but I already have, and I didn't even know it until just the other day. I've been using this particular font, this particular style, for StephenVlog, Stephen Plays. It's the same thing you see every time a title pops up in the videos. That is it. Stephen George. That's it. That's my rebranding. Now, obviously, this is subject to change, but that white text on the green background that I got is my new branding. And trust me, that is so much better than the penis-shaped logo that I had before. Now, in case you were unaware, one of the classes I'm taking right now is Computer Art 100, which is laughable to my roommates because they know I already took Computer Art 110, which is a much more advanced class which teaches different applications which are generally much more advanced. However, taking Computer Art 100 was a wonderful idea in this last quarter because in film and television we don't have a portfolio class. They don't teach you how to make a resume. They don't teach you how to make a demo reel. They don't teach you how to do any of that. So, by taking Computer Art 100, this is going to be my last chance to get opinions on a resume which is completely up to date, a logo that's completely up to date, and a website that is completely up to date. So while I may be sitting in a classroom full of freshmen and sophomores, it's very important for me as a senior because this is, well, the last hurrah. Oh, and as a side note, we actually have to look at everyone's resumes, so there's a chance that someone watching this right now is from my class. In which case, hi, how are you? I'm usually quiet in class. I'm not so quiet online. But as I said before, I spent most of my evening working on my resume, and there are a million ways to do a resume, and there's also a million ways to do it wrong, but I decided to do selected projects, which means I would pick out just a few projects that I wanted to hit on and put them inside of my resume. The projects I chose were Phoenix Beyond, the Simple and Pretty music video, and StephenVlog. It might sound like something silly to put on a resume at first, but if you think about it, this vlog is actually a pretty incredible thing. Being able to keep up with videos every single day for 500 days is no easy task. And especially since I'm marketing myself as an editor who is really good and really fast, the vlog fits in perfectly with my resume. So I know I thanked you guys yesterday for helping me get to 2,000, but I got to thank you guys again, because without you guys, the vlog wouldn't exist, I wouldn't be inspired to continue doing the vlog, and without doing the vlog, I wouldn't be able to say that I did 500 days straight of editing so I could put it on my resume and say I'm really awesome. So I thank all of you for being awesome and continuing to watch, because by continuing to watch, you make me continue to edit, and by continuing to edit, I get better and faster and can put it on my resume. So you guys have helped me out a lot. But obviously this is going somewhere. This is leading you guys into a corner to push you up against a wall and ask you a question, similar to how Alex pointed out that I do that all the time with the candy cane thing yesterday. Well, it's true. I have a question for you guys. And this is going to pertain mostly to the older high school crowd onward. Probably college, completed college would be even better. But I'm looking for resume tips. Because yes, while I did spend the evening working on my resume, it was a rough draft. The final thing is due Monday, so I still have time to revise it, so I can still get some input from you guys. As I said before, there are a million different ways to do a resume, but I try to keep my resume as simple and precise and to the point as I can. I have a section for qualifications, a section for education, software, and I don't list a whole lot of software because Like I said, I'm an editor and I'm trying to position myself as an editor. I think putting GarageBand on my resume would be kind of ridiculous. And then I have selected projects which, as I said before, are Phoenix Beyond, Simple and Pretty, and StephenVlog. I'm really looking for more general tips, things to say, things to avoid. But if you guys have something in particular I should mention, maybe from my work that you've seen that you liked, you can mention that too, and I might find a way to work it in if it makes sense. Now, I do have to say that I am absolutely super ultra mambo tango foxtrot martial arts excited to graduate. I'm pumped. I'm thrilled. However, I'm also worried to death. I have no job security. I'm going to be thrown out into the real world in about 2 months, and it's a scary thought. But I know there's at least one of you watching, probably many, many more, who have been in my exact situation. You're coming right out of college, you have no idea what the heck is going on, you're not sure what to do, and I'm looking to you guys for tips, not only for resume, but just stuff I could do. I'd like to think I have everything under control. I'm getting my resume done, I'm getting a new website up, and I'm going to be distributing this information to places I'm interested in working. For the most part, it's going to be locally. I'm going to be applying to news stations in the area, both Savannah and Myrtle Beach, pretty much anywhere nearby, really. Anyone who has watched the vlog for an extended period of time knows that while I am concerned with my career, while I am concerned with my job, and while I do want to make a good living, I'm more concerned with family. I'm more concerned with Mao and my future with her. I want to make sure that we are stable and we can make money and survive. But it's not so important to me that I'm out in Hollywood editing, the new Superman movie or whatever it is the kids watch these days. So, in short, the real world starts soon. It's scary, but I'm doing my best. Leave something about professionalism or something discussed in this video down in the comments. I will read it. I will really, really rub my eyes all over it and get everything I can out of it because I'm working on this resume. It is due Monday, although, that's just for the class. I can revise it forever. But trying to get this stuff done as soon as I can. A lot of stuff to do this quarter. This is the last quarter I'm here, and I'm itching to get out. I sincerely thank you for watching, and be sure to tune in tomorrow. Or don't.